This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 942 of Horse Tip Daily. A different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you, one day at a time. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip is an excerpt from the Eventing radio show where Nate Chambers and Max Corcoran tell it like it is when it comes to last-minute preparations, whether they're for a 4-star event or your first horse trials. And we'll get right to our tip after this important message from Kentucky Performance Products.
This Nutrition Minute is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products, the company that simplifies your search for research-proven nutritional supplements at kppusa.com.
The horse that matters to you matters to Kentucky Performance Products. Electrolytes. Who needs them? Your horse, that's who. Electrolytes perform critical functions within your horse's body. They help regulate nerve and muscle functions by carrying electrical impulses between cells. In addition, electrolytes assist the body in maintaining a healthy fluid balance by controlling your horse's desire to drink. When your horse loses significant amounts of electrolytes and fluids, problems such as dehydration, muscle cramping, fatigue, tying up, and colic may occur. Even in mild forms, these conditions can have a negative impact on your horse's ability to perform and recover after exercise. Top riders and veterinarians turn to Summer Games Electrolyte to keep their horse healthy in hot weather, and you can too. Summer Games replenishes the electrolytes and trace minerals lost when your horse sweats, and it stimulates the thirst response so your horse continues to drink and stay properly hydrated. So when the going gets hot, trust Summer Games Electrolyte from Kentucky Performance Products to protect your horse.
This Nutritional Minute has been brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. You can find all of their terrific products at kppusa.com.
So our tip for this week, since we've got Miss Max Corcoran here, is about the lead up to Rolex with horses. As we've talked about, I think a lot on this show, everybody can get a little bit nervous and, everybody's on pins and needles this last week leading into Rolex. And one thing that Max mentioned earlier in the show was micromanaging. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably really important not to change too much leading up to Rolex in this last week, only to maintain and make sure you don't forget anything.
Exactly. The whole thing is having a correct lead up and staying exactly, keeping your horses very well all throughout the season. And just because there's a new gadget or gimmick that comes out, it's not the best time to try it on your horse. And I maybe will speak from some experience, but is trying to keep everything exactly the same for that horse. Whatever you've been doing has been working up until this time, so there's no reason to change anything. Your horses are routine animals. They love to have their world exactly the same every single day, and it keeps them confident, it keeps them happy, it keeps them sound, it keeps them well. So I would say my tip would be to do not change anything, do not micromanage too much, do not try to reinvent the wheel this close to Rolex.
And I think that trickles down as well from the 4-star all the way down to the novice levels. If you have prepared properly and you and your horse are ready to go compete at whatever level it may be, you probably aren't needing to change a bunch of things right before you go to the show. It can be a good barometer of how ready you are to go compete. And then also, if you're ready and you're not changing things, then it'll probably give you a better chance of success.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. For more tips on everything from apps for horse people to zeroing in on half halts, go to horsetipdaily.com and look for the topics drop-down menu on the left. And you can have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go by downloading the free Horse Radio Network app for iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.